Loveline is meant for an adult audience.
Loveline is meant for an adult audience.
Loveline may contain sexually oriented content.
Loveline may contain sexually oriented content.
Listener discretion is advised.
Listener discretion is advised.
You got to brood.
So
you got to brood. You got to pout.
Well,
You want to get a
listen.
chick? Watch how I do this.
No.
Watch how I do this.
Don't look at me.
Man. What's wrong, Adam? You wouldn't understand. Let me try and understand. Man, I don't know. Just give me a minute. I just need some time. Can't you let me in? I don't know, man. I don't know if I can let anyone in again. Next thing you know, they're blowing you. That's how chicks work. You understand?
I don't know.
Not you just running up. I kayak, I mountain bike, I got myself a SUV. Ooh. No, they get all freaked out.
Yeah.
You brood. That's how you do it. Bruce, you try it. You ready?
It sounds like you're
just
smoking
try it.
a
Just
joint.
try brooding. Try
Okay.
brooding.
Well, I can't do that.
Just brood 1 second. I'll play the chick. Dr. Bruce, what's the matter?
It's tough. I don't know if you'd understand.
Let me try.
Last time I let somebody in, it hurt so much. Can't do it again.
All right. BJ time.
Control yourself out.
All right. That's Dr. Bruce brooding, everyone.
At 19, we're going to just tenaciously hang on to a relationship that was threatened by a
Works at
trip
McDonald's.
to the... Well, hey, he may be managing 20 McDonald's in 10 years and
I
buying
worked
more
at
sports cars than
McDonald's.
you are. What?
I worked at McDonald's.
Len, look what it did for you. It taught you
Yeah. I used that McDonald's.
responsibility. And...
Used the McDonald's gig as a springboard to get into carpet cleaning. So it really opened some doors for me. Stupid dad.
Okay.
All right. McDonald's. Imagine.
It's created a lot of millionaires.
Me standing there. I always had my fat manager, Ken, telling me to put on my plastic smock. I was sweating like a pig back there. You know, what's funny is I worked at McDonald's. Somehow they figured out I wasn't counter material immediately. Like they just put me behind the grill. Me with my great social skills. I'm a people person if I'm anything.
Absolutely.
Got right behind that grill. Set me up back there. My manager, Ken. There was a sign that said "Time to lean, time to clean." Back above the grill, which I always hated. That was number one. Number two, they had this policy where, like, when you came into the back of the place, you didn't punch in. You went downstairs, changed into your polyester gi, and put on your plastic hat. Then you came up and punched in. I never liked that because to me, hey, I'm back here, I'm on the clock.
Yeah.
But $2.65 an hour. You know, I could eat all the stuff they were going to throw out. I used to volunteer to throw stuff out every once in a while. They'd make up too many apple pies and too many fish fillets or something, and after an hour sitting in the warm-up thing, they had to toss them. I'd always volunteer to do that. And then I'd just go home, and I'd just go out to the dumpster and, like, basically beer bong these things. You know, just, like, cram them in my face. Standing by a dumpster, people watching me, just taking old apple pies and trying to actually keistering them like rectally, trying to absorb them. Like I got fillet of fish I'm shoving up my ass while I'm trying to eat 2 apple pies simultaneously because I don't want to be gone long enough so they know I was eating them. By the way, is there a big crime in eating garbage? By the way, it's going into the garbage. It's not like I'm stealing from the company.
Did you have your McDonald's outfit on while you were doing
Yeah,
this?
hell yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Then they were concerned otherwise. I don't think they would have cared.
I used to have to do the sweep and the mop of the dining area. That was always nice.
Were you funny back then, or did you like have
No.
a Damascus Road experience where you got struck off of an animal of some sort? And
Yeah,
God made you funny?
I had a good sense of humor. Here's what it was good for.
Did you say stuff?
Yeah, that was funny. They were like, hey, it was real funny. Now clean the goddamn carpet. That's it. Everyone was great.
With the public, though, if you were like serving the public there, would you?
I never got to talk to anyone. I had to work the grill.
All right.
So I got to go out to sweep and mop, and then one time some guy threw his watch away in the garbage by mistake. He put it on the tray.
Wow.
And I don't know what kind of Nimrod is eating at McDonald's, so he pops his watch off and puts it on the orange tray, and then he dumped it. And then I had to go through the garbage like a raccoon to get to get his watch out of there.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a story where you found a Rolex in there.
The final indignity. Yeah. So I had to go through that. And then when I got it, no tipping or anything. Just, thanks there, goofball.
Yeah.
Papa's it for me. It was great.
I'm sure you don't want to admit to some of the terrible things you did to people's food.
I didn't do anything bad.
Oh, that's good.
Took kind of a leak in the freezer once, but not on any food or anything. I beat up some kids who were out front making fun of me because of my outfit once. That was the only exciting thing. I had these. I was standing out front of the McDonald's, and I was doing the sweep and the mop of the outside dining area. You want to know humiliation? I'm wearing a pair of brown polyester slacks. I'm wearing my brown gi. You can't look good in brown and orange polyester in 1978. You know what I mean? And I'm wearing. Now here's the real goofy part. You had to wear leather shoes. Didn't like any tennis shoes. I like these places that pay you $2.65 an hour and then have all sorts of dress code policies. Like, really? $2.65 an hour and you're taking taxes out? It's going to take me 6 years to buy a pair of goddamn shoes. So I had to wear the shoes I wore for my 9th grade graduation, which looked like Fred McMurray shoes from My Three Sons. It's these leather bottom, stupid like suit shoes.
Right.
The brown suit shoes. I'm slipping all over the place when I'm mopping because the floor's wet, Anyway, I'm standing out front, and it's like a scene from a movie. I'm doing my sweep and a mop, and a couple of snot-nosed, like 12 and 13-year-old kids, they're on their skateboards, and they come circling around. Hey, you missed the spot! They're laughing, and I'm just looking down. I'm just mopping. And they're like, hey, mop boy, mop a little faster. And they're like cracking each other up, and they're getting more bold. They're kind of, when kids, little snot-nosed 13-year-olds, they get together and they try to one-up each other, and they're on their skateboards, and like 3 of them, and they're making this sort of circle pattern where they come at me, and then they sort of peel off, and as they peel off, they hurl another insult. Hey, one day, man, I can grow up like you and work a mop. And they're laughing, and they're going back. Their friends are
and they're
laughing.
riding on the bicycles.
And they're on the skateboards.
On skateboards.
Yeah, and they're making these circles. But each circle, they're getting just a little bit closer, and I'm timing them.
Wow.
I'm just timing them. I'm mopping. Now, I'm playing football.
Oh, yeah.
So I got some wheels under me now, and I'm ready to move. I'm like a linebacker, so I'm just looking down, and I finally time it where the one kid is coming in, and right before he starts his turn to peel away from me, yell his insult, I drop the mop like a maniac and just go after him. I threw him on the hood of a car, and beat the crap out of him. His friends freaked out and ran. It was great.
Was this witnessed by one of the McDonald's cameras?
I don't know. I don't think they had surveillance back then. There's nothing better than throwing a kid on the hood of a car. It's great. And it was great, too, because you know what it is? It's like if you start getting too close to like an animal, if they just spring it, he almost fell over just on my movement.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't go anywhere. He was still moving toward me when I was springing at him. Freaked the kid out completely. Little snot. All right. So anyway, yeah, those McDonald days. That's a good times, though, right?
Yeah. Talk to you everything you know about responsibility.
Sure. $2.65 an hour and taking taxes out. I get a check. I work part-time. I get a check for like $14.
No residuals.
If I worked under 10 hours in a week, I owed them money. I don't know how it worked. One time I worked an 8-hour week. I owed them $14 at the end of the week.
Well, what fraction of the hour, $2.65 an hour, if you change your clothes, what would that be, 2 cents?
Who knows?
With a million employees, they might have made.
I don't know what I was doing.
My boyfriend has such a huge schlong that he scrambled my innards.
Oh, come on. Oh, no.